Taliban is trying to present itself as a changed entity, repeatedly saying it plans to form an inclusive government. But Professor Michael Semple, an expert on the militant group and a former EU envoy, says that will never happen.
It's totally unrealistic. They have talked about this for the past 3 years, failed to do it in negotiations before they captured power. Now they have captured power. They've installed their people in all the key institutions of the state. They have told their supporters that we, the Taliban, have taken over power. We do not need any partners. It's complete eyewash to say that there will be an inclusive administration. It's impossible. It's not going to happen.
So what will a Taliban government look like, do you think?
The best guide to what a Taliban government will look like will be the government which they ran in the 1990s, from 96 through to 2001. Narrowly based, run by Sunni clerics who they consider to be loyal to the movement. Now, some of these people we now sort of know, we're familiar with them from the negotiations in Qatar. People like Mullah Brada, of course, ought to be in charge or in leading positions. But the key thing about it is an administration to be run by clerics who have been loyal to this armed movement. And of course, all power rests within this movement, with none of the old trappings of parliament or representative democracy as Afghans have experienced for the past 20 years.
What kind of relationship will they be able to maintain with the nations they share borders with, Pakistan in particular?
Well, I think that both Pakistan and the Taliban expect to be able to start off with a relatively comfortable relationship, given that Pakistan has been the main covert backer of the Taliban throughout their long struggle. But it's also possible that there will be headaches quite early on because the Taliban are supremely confident now, as far as they're concerned, right or wrong. They've just pulled off this great military victory over a superpower. They've done what many people thought they would not be able to do. They don't want to listen to advice or guidance from anybody, even their closest friends. So it's likely that there will be friction in that relationship. One of the possible sources of tension is that many Pakistani extremists, Islamic militants, have been operating inside Afghanistan. The Pakistan Intelligence Service expects the Taliban to try and restrain those men. But as a jihadi movement taking over control of the state, the Taliban also feel loyal to their old comrades. So now that they are at the peak of their power again, they're extremely loath to listen to Pakistani requests to deal with or arrest or restrain those militants.